Alright, we are back, ladies and gents. We are back to work on this thing. We already know what's wrong with it. We found out what happened. Now it's let's get this thing fixed here real quick. That's the idea. Now, I don't have a special tool to get these things off, so we're going to do it the old-fashioned way. As you can see, yeah, there you go. All right, so we already got this out. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna Loctite this in there. Make sure it doesn't do it again. We get some Loctite real quick. It should be a quick video, just Loctite that, and I'm gonna show you guys how I do it. There is a tool for that. There is a tool for this right here to put these hold on. There is a tool for this where it makes it easier to put these things on, and I was gonna purchase it, but you know, I had some things to do. You know, you got bills to pay. You got bills to pay. You can't go ahead and spend it on everything that you would like. So we're gonna go ahead and put a little bit of Loctite to keep it from doing it again. We're gonna let it stay in there for a minute. I think that should be good enough to grab. We'll tighten her up. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and put this where's the flywheel? Let's put this flywheel back in here again. Yeah, we're gonna have to get the shoes off. Let's put this flywheel back in. That should be okay. I'll go ahead and this should be good now. Should be nice. I'll move her a little bit to make sure it gets in those threads. All right, so let's go ahead and tighten it up. I think no, not this one. I know I have one. I think it's this one. This is the one? No, it's not this one. I remember having one that would go in there pretty good. I don't know. Where is it at now? I swear I thought that I had one that would go in there. I guess not. Alright. Would this one go in? Yeah, this one goes in there. Alright. Let's tighten this one up. Make sure we get this yeah. And yes, you know, with the motor mounts, it's not gonna be that easy, but you can make it happen. There you go. That's tight enough. It ain't going nowhere. Let me see what the hold on. All right, like I said, those are brand new bearings. I did install bearings the other day when I did open her up to make sure everything was perfectly fine. I did install those bearings. Hold on. Let me see, good grab. You know, when you have motor mount on this thing, it's kind of hard to get a good grab on it. But I think, just don't. Hold on, guys. Let me see if I can get a good grip on it. There you go. That's nice and tight, and that's what I want. Nice and tight. Now, this is going to be the pain in the ass part right here, which I really don't like, is trying to put these guys back in here again, which is going to be a pain in the ass. Okay, so here's how I do it. Let me see if we can get a good video on this. A good, because a lot of people always some people don't know how this works, right? So we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna make this. We're gonna go ahead. Let's say this is your clutch shoe. This is your clutch shoe spring. What you want the long side. You want that long side to go inside that slot. And normally all of your clutch shoes are gonna be just like this. This is just like that. All of them are the same, unless you get a different type of setup. But this is basically what it does. It goes in here like that. Like so. Goes in there like that. Now, what you want to do is, now, you can either have the tool that works perfectly fine for this, where the tool goes in here, and as you twist it, and what it does, it opens the spring up, and then you just kind of like bring it in and then pull it out. You know, it's a nice tool. I'm working and getting it, but if you don't have it, you do it this way. So here's what I'm gonna do. So what I do is I'll put that end of the spring. See where it's hitting the nut? So you want it right there. And this is what I do. I'm gonna have to take off my gloves for this one to get good grip on the tools that my flathead. So this is the flathead. So what I do is I go ahead. Let's put this right back in there again. See if we can get. I want you guys to see it. So what I go is I go ahead and I point this. Hold on, make sure it's more. Just make sure she's in there right. Okay. Here we go. Okay. So what you want to do is go ahead, take the flathead, and just do this to it, and then push it back in there. So it should be okay. Let's see. This one's easier. So it's not that hard. Some of them are super hard. So you have to really put some pressure into it. But this one, it's not that bad. As you can see, it goes in there perfectly fine. It's in there. You see that? This is what you guys want. You want that to go into that little opening right there, little slot right there. So that's what you want. Let's try it again. We got another one right here. All right. We'll go ahead. Put this. Hold on. Let me. Okay. Here we go. All right. So we go ahead. All right. Longer end. The longer side goes in here against the shoe itself, like that. All right. So what you want to do is you want to put it in here, slide it in there, not all the way in, and you want that other end of the spring to hit. Right. You want it to hit against the edge of the nut. So you go ahead and try to get a good grip on it, a good grip, and just push it in like that. And go in and hold on. Sometimes you gotta force it down. There you go. So that's that. Number 2. Now number 3, it depends. You can have a 2-shoe, 4-shoe, 3-shoe, right? So number 3, it's going to be a little bit harder because now you got to move this out the way and then slide this sucker back in there. So we're going to go ahead. Where's the other spring? There we go. I'm going to put this spring in here. All right. It's not that hard. Pretty easy today. Normally these shoes are not that easy. Okay, so let's go ahead. Let's slide this one in with this right there because I want that to stay right there. Okay, so that's right there. So see that? So okay, so now we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go and push this in. We're gonna try to get a good grip where. There you go. Woo, that kind of hurt right there because it's kind of slip. So now you go in here like that. You gotta try to push this thing in there. Let's get this thing in. There you go. So push it in there. Make sure she's in there. Yep, she's in there real nice. All right, so there you go. That's how you put some put the clutch shoes in. Now this was an easy one. It wasn't that hard. We'll go ahead and make sure we got them all in there. Yep. And sometimes, depending how you do it, it could stab you. You could get stabbed with your own flathead. So yeah. This time it was pretty good. Wasn't that hard. Wasn't that hard to put it back in there. The springs are not, because some springs are super hard, and depending what kind of springs they are, you know. The springs on this one was not hard, but normally the springs will be super hard. I mean, super hard. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's put this. It's nice. Let's go ahead, and we should be good, guys. Ladies and gents, nice and smooth. So we already locked tight the clutch nut, the flywheel nut. It's in there. It's locked tight. We're good. All right. So it's already locked tight. We're good. You can see that. Nice. We got good. Now you see that it's moving perfectly fine. We'll let that 3-in-1 in there and let it do its job. Let's go ahead and put this. Now you can also adjust these. You know what I mean? I'm not going to adjust it. I'm going to leave it just like it is. It's perfectly fine. The gap. So it's not rubbing against nothing, or it's not rubbing against the shoes. It's nice and smooth. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to do that. Now, I could also put a little bit of Loctite on this thing. Normally you don't have to. So what I'll do is I'll put a little dab of it, just in case you don't want this to loosen up on, you know. This is a little dab on there. Just a little bit. All right. I'll just put a little dab in there. Just a little teensy bit. Hold on. We got more in here. Hold on. Let's go ahead and put these in. Let's put this right. Just found another one. Trying to put it the way it was. Hold on, guys. Let's go ahead. Let's do this. These gloves, once they get loose, that's it. They're no good. I gotta get some better gloves for that. Good. Let's put this in here like so. All right. I'm trying not to. There you go. I'm trying not to go too much. Like I said, I just put a little bit of Loctite, not that much. I ain't put just a little dab of it, and it's just to hold it for a little bit. It doesn't. I don't want it to be stuck in there. Just to hold it. That's all I need it for. Just to hold it a little bit. All right. Okay. Still nice. Look at that. Nice play there. You don't want a lot of play, but you do want a little bit of play. Keep it from because you don't want it too tight. You want it to have a little bit of play. When it gets hot, metal does expands and everything in there, so you want that little bit of play to keep the from friction. Well, that right there looks like it's gonna be a pain in the ass later on to fix, but that's perfect. I should change that screw, to be honest, guys. I should change it, but I think it's okay for now. If anything, I have to take it out. Guess what? I'll just take it out. I could grab it with a needle nose and take it out. It's not that tight in there. It's perfectly fine. It's not that tight. But knowing how I think that's a low C screw, I'm sure it's a low C screw. Like I said, I'm sure it was. And we should be okay now. Make sure it's, well, hold on. I don't want it too loose now. I don't want it to come apart, but I also don't want it too tight. There you go. There you go. Are we looking here now? Perfect. So I tighten her up a little bit, but still, look at that. Still good play. All right. So that's it, guys. That's it. It is done. It's in there. Now it's putting it back on the car itself. And that is it. Let's put this right back. Keep forgetting the low C screws are different. I just keep on forgetting that. So let's go ahead and put all this back. We're gonna go and put it back on the car itself real quick. And it should be an easy installation. All right. Let's put this right back. I think I'm gonna use this one still. I'm gonna use that still. Put this flathead back in there. That's my tuning screw. Also used for clutch installation. Who would have known? All right. So let's go ahead and let's put this guy right back in there real quick. Perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. Nothing really happened to it. All right. Hold on. Ah, come on. Hold on, guys. Let me just go ahead and, ladies and gents, uncut right here, right now. Let's go ahead and put it back on the car itself. Let's go ahead and adjust this. And hopefully put this right back in here. All right. All right. Can we see this real good? Let's see if we could. That's how far is it able to, well, I mean, I could go more, but there we go. All right. Let's see if we could bring you guys in. How much can we go in? Well, you know what? There you go. I think we're good right there. I think we're good. I think that's good. That's a good view right there. All right. So let's go ahead and I'm trying to get you guys to see a good view right here. Let me see if I have to set this up where. All right. So let's go ahead and put this guy back in here. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back right here. All right. Okay, that's gonna help hold the engine in there. So we're gonna go and that's perfect right there. We gotta get a good mesh. You gotta do the mesh, everything again. So yeah, so let's go ahead and this in here. Let me see if I can find my let's see if I find it here. Where would it be? I don't find it now. That's what I'm saying. Where would it be? Do I have it here? I think I do, but where would I put it at? Where would I put it at? Where would it be? Still recording? All right, I'm still recording. You know what? I think I can go a little bit back. There you go. Get a good view there. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna use this guy right here. Help out with grabbing this. I'm gonna use this thing right here. There's a little hook to it. Or is it the other one? Let's see. Do I have another one? I used to have another one that was better, but I can't find it now. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take this little guy. We're gonna go around here. And we are gonna go ahead. And that's it. There you go. Makes life easier, guys. Makes life easier. So how quick that was? Then I have to go through hell to put it back in there again. Yeah, I'm definitely missing one here. There's a little bit more, but that's okay. I'll find it. It's in there somewhere. Just gotta probably fell out of the case. It's probably in the box in there somewhere. All right, so let's go ahead. So we got that in there. We got this in there, nice and snug now. Put the fuel line back in here again. Fuel line is back in here. That's in there. We should be set. All right, this is good. All right, so now let's go ahead and put this engine back on. So we're gonna go take this out. Let's put these screws back in here now. I would use Loctite, but it should be okay. I had Loctite last time, so Loctite's still in there. Alright. Let's go ahead. Yeah, there's still Loctite on these things. So let's go ahead. I'm going to adjust this first before I put more Loctite on it. Let's adjust this. Make sure this is nice and set up. Make sure this nice and set up first. Alright. That's what I want, but I wanted to, let's go ahead and put it maybe like, I see some markings there. Let me see now. Let's tighten this up a little bit. That's perfect. That's what I want. Alright. See? That's exactly what you want. See that? Nice. It's in there. You don't see it much, but it's in there. That's what you want, guys. Let me see if I can. It's right there. You see that? It's a nice gap. I mean, you ain't gonna be able to see it that good. See if I can. Nah, you won't be able to see it. It's kind of, there you go. That's what you want right there. I mean, you can't really see it. But from what I'm seeing right here, the mesh is perfectly fine. Yep. Yep, perfectly fine right there. All right. That's what I want. All right, so let's go ahead. Put the other ones in there. Okay. All right. Let's put some Loctite on these now. We're going to Loctite these up. Not red, we're going to use, where's the other one? That's the one, there you go. We'll use the blue one, of course, never use red. Or you could use the orange. Just you have to heat it up a little bit. But we'll use the blue one real quick. Let's make sure Put this nice in here. Let's double check, make sure she's still. Yeah. All right, let's go get the other one. Let's go ahead and put more Loctite. Just a little dab on it, not too much. Just want it to grab. You don't want to overdo it. All right. You can feel it's a little bit tight, but I think if I tighten this up right here at the bottom, right here too. Nice. All right. You might have to loosen her up a little bit to adjust this a little bit. All right. Just a little bit. That's what I want right there. Are you sure? Perfect. Just double check. Yep. Let me see. It's kind of hard to mesh these things sometimes because you can't really see what you're doing. But that's exactly what I wanted right there. So it kind of moved on me. And it's always going to move on you guys. That's why you always got to double check. Always double check because it's always going to move. Once you tighten it up, it just moves on its own. Always will. That's something that's just, it's you just can't keep it from happening. That's why you double check your mesh. So that as soon as I tightened it up, she changed on me. She got tighter. So that's why you double check your stuff before you go full on Loctite on these things. All right. Nice. That's what you want. So let's go ahead. We'll lock her up now because she's good now. All right. The most important thing is to have your mesh nice and smooth. You don't want it too tight. You don't want it grinding. And that's how you mess up. Even though this is a metal spur gear, but you can also tell she has some wear and tear on there already. So it's not perfect. So yeah, definitely make sure it's a good mesh. I mean, definitely could tell it has some wear and tear on the clutch bell itself. I could tell it has some wear and tear in it already. I got clutch bells, but I'm still trying to get some more life out of that one. So we're gonna get more life out of this one. But yeah, that's it, guys. It is installed back in its place. The engine, nothing wrong with it, nothing happened to it. It's nice and smooth, as you can see. Good. Look at that. Perfect. And you could try to. Yeah, it's perfect. You try to. Yep. Look at that. Perfect. All right, let's put this back in here. And that is it, folks. It is done. We got it back in there. The engine is perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with it. You can't kill a nitro. Just like Hybrid says, you can't kill a nitro. You're going to have a little issues here and there, but you can't kill it. And this thing still has great pinch. I mean, amazing pinch. Reminds me of the SH.21. The pinch, how far it is from the top of the sleeve. That's what it reminds me of. So yeah, great pinch still. Ladies and gents, Robrismo out. Hopefully y'all like this video. We found out what was wrong with the engine. There you go. Had a little scare there, but if anything, like I said, I already had plans of other engines that could use in here, so I wasn't too worried about it. So yeah, at least it didn't come to that at least. Also, the high-speed needle seems to be in perfect condition. Now it's actually grabbing. It's not moving like it was, so that's good. So this thing is perfectly fine. It's in great condition. Great condition. We're gonna have to do some things here and there, keep this line from, and adjust some of this stuff right here. You know what I mean? Keep it from that right there. We'll figure something out to mess around with it. But for now, we got the engine back in there, and yeah, nothing really happened to it. It was just the clutch, the clutch nut, the sleeve nut, whatever you want to call it. They got loose on it, causing it to not grab. So that's great. That's good. I'm happy. Nothing else. So put Loctite on it, tighten her up again, and we should be good for next time. All right, folks. Peace out. Robrismo out. You already know it. Keep on rolling the wheels you're rolling, guys. Peace out.